Hello guys and welcome back to the next episode of Cities Skylines Unlimited with me, Biffa. Thank you very much for joining me. Oh look, there's bus lanes being put to good use there. The fire engines shooting down the outside, narrowly dodging between that car and that truck. Did you see that? That was nuts. But yeah, thank you for joining me guys. I hope you're keeping okay. It's been a bit of a while since the last episode. Been on a holiday, so trying to get back to things. But we're back today, and I've got some good plans for what I want to do. I've just been enjoying sitting here and watching the traffic going in and out of this new section that we built last time in Ruibos Valley. Was that Ruibos Valley, the name of our city? Yes, that's right. And it's working really well. Let's just take a quick look around here. So we've got this section here. We've not yet named this section. And that's something I want you guys to... Oh, look at that. The LOD unloads when you get out that far. There's a mod you can get to change that. I may work on that. But I'm really loving the way this looks. The way it's all built up. The way the trams are working. There's hardly any traffic. It's a lovely, lovely little area and I like it. But I need you guys to give me a name for this area. So let me know in the comments below. So we've already got the Around the World roundabout. With all the roundabouts here, obviously. We don't have a name for this yet. This isn't quite finished. This area is more or less finished, so I think we won't name things until they're pretty much finished. Is it the depth of field that's doing that? Maybe. So let me know some sort of world or globe or something related name I think would fit good with this. Let me know in the comments below. I'll pick the best one for the next episode, and of course credit you who gave me the answer. But I've been thinking today what to do. Just before I started recording, I started working on some of the problems that we had. Ignore this here, this is just my area for testing out new models. We're working on unlimited funds. We're mainly dealing with doing creative stuff. So normally I just use the mod that turns the problems off and we don't worry about it. But as you can see, we have a problem with the electricity that's popped up. That is the big one at the moment. There was a lot of death over here. I've dealt with that. So we've got some cemeteries in. I've put police station and fire engine in here. There we go. So let's pause the game. Let's turn off the problems. So electricity is what I want to deal with. What I was thinking of doing is I just threw down, didn't I, these coal plants and things over here. We've got a few coal plants. Not enough fuel. Which is fine, that's okay, but with this industrial area, I want to keep that as industrial and put our power area somewhere different. And I was thinking this little section here could be good for that. We're going to eventually build all of this up to be residential and all over here as well. We've got nice waterfront areas, but I think coming off of here, we could just have a nice little power section set up here. Now that's what we're going to be working on today. Just before we do that, one new mod I want to show you. This mod is fantastic, and do you remember when we were setting up our little construction site area before? And we had to individually put all this gravel and things in. We've got like the 1x1 squares. You can see they're being highlighted by the little circle. There we go, circles and squares to do this. Very, very difficult. They overlap, they make gaps, all that sort of thing. How about this? This is the surface tool mod. You can basically paint like a paintbrush. Let's just make that a tiny bit smaller. In fact, we'll do that one there. Look, we can have gravel. What's that? Pavement, gravel. Yeah, we've got, what's that called? Broken. That's called ruined. Not quite sure what that one's supposed to be, but it's another option anyway. And then sand. Is that sand? Field. There we go. And you can just fill in all these areas. So if we take this, we can just fill in all of that, and you don't have to worry about placing those teeny tiny little areas like we had before with this. I mean, that is brilliant. And what we can do, if we take a small one, is that the smallest? Let's make this nice and small. Let's dither it a bit maybe, and then if you right click, I want that to go back to grass. Oh, it's doing squares. Dither. There we go, look, and you can... If you right click, that's it, right click, and it will dither and remove little gaps, so you can play around with that. So I thought I'd just show you guys that. Let's just fill this one in again. There we go, so we can leave a few little gaps, but we're going to be working on that another time. So let's have a look over here. We want to get this industrial area going here. We also have lots of people coming in for the houses. We really need to get some high density housing coming in. Look at the queues. Oh my goodness, the queues are going... Where are they all going? I don't have the tool to check where they're all going, but... Let's just watch a second. A lot are going here. Most... This is one of those annoying things. Why are they waiting? We don't need traffic lights on here. Can I turn these traffic lights off? Yeah, we don't need traffic lights there. It's a roundabout. So they should be able to just merge in. Let's have a look. Is there traffic lights here? We're going to switch those ones. Whoop, all the way around the roundabout. Is that the one I did before? Nope, there we go. Excellent. Whoops, resume. Good. That should hopefully keep the flow a bit better. Yeah, most are heading over to here. And then, of course, a load are heading over to this section. So... we probably could do with a better way of getting over here. Maybe join that up there. Yeah, we'll get to that. Anyway, what sort of road we're going to use for our... Oh, by the way, I also fixed... Thank you very much for those in the comment that told me this bit of the road here wasn't going around correctly. That is now fixed. That's working fine. So, what sort of road are we going to use through here? Let's have a quick sip of tea. I tend, for industrial areas... to use a basic road with no trees. I'm not going to have trams, and I'm going to have this come in here and then out. Do I want it going out on this road? Because I can connect. That's the annoying thing. What I would like, if somebody could tell me whether this is possible and there's a mod that's been added. Let's just pause the game a sec. Is I would like a lane to join here without making a junction like that. Because I don't want them to go left and right. I mean, I can change that to be right only, I believe. If I collect that... Let's have a look. Our priority, manual traffic lights, change lane arrows. Ah, okay. I'm not sure which one that is changing. I think I want to change... this one. There we go. So we have no left, right only. There we go. And there's no straight on anyway. So that... what do I click to get rid of that? See, left and right click doesn't get rid of it. Just have to click there. Okay. So that would do right turn only. I suppose there is a way of doing it. If we made that one way out, then it would work, wouldn't it? If we do this, let's upgrade this road. That's one way in, one way out, and then if we changed the lane arrows for this road and said, I suppose this is lane 1, we only have to go right turn like that, and they would join into there. So this should, have we got traffic lights here as well? We do. Let's switch the traffic lights off. There we go. And then if we had priority signs as well, what priority signs can we add? So we've got stop. That, I've no idea what that means. That is not an English sign. That is give way, so that would make sense. That, I think, means you've got priority. So if we add... so that must be traffic coming down this way. It would have priority, so they can go straight on. That would give way. Maybe you put priority there as well. Actually, if I leave that one like that, yeah, I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure if I've done that correctly, but we shall see. Right, let me lay out some roads in here for this power section, and then we can start working on that. And then we'll be back with you. Okay, well there we go. Isn't that an interesting looking shape? Just trying out something new, why not? I think that looks good. I've no idea whether the buildings that I want to put in here are going to fit. Let's have a little try. Let's see what we can do to make this look interesting. So we've got this building here. The Gorse provides huge amounts of clean magnetic energy, emits loud noise, and reasonably expensive. Well, the expense is fine, that's okay. Noise pollution 50. Let's see how this looks. Now, we've got this little roundabout sort of thing going on in the middle here. That may go, depending on... I'm not sure we need it. It's not going to have a huge amount of traffic. And I was wondering whether one of these would fit in the middle. It looks like it won't fit anywhere. Oh, there we go. We could have a couple of these on the edges. Because some of these are quite big, aren't they, these things? What's that? That's a... Oh, a hydropower plant. Can't do that. Now, this would be good. We could get one of those in the middle. Yeah, we're going to need to readjust this slightly, aren't we, to fit these in. Let's delete some of these roads. We can get rid of these ones in the middle here. There we go. Now we've got a bit of space to play with. Let's see whether... we could fit a nice big solar power plant in the middle. Now, the annoying thing is we can't just place it and then add a road later. So let's see. How's that going to switch? It's going to switch to the sides for the road. So depending on how we want it, we're going to want a little road going up and then across. Let's see if we can line this up. So let's take that. Let's take this. Where's the middle? How long is that? 19. That's going to be the middle, isn't it? Nope. Oh, this is going to be interesting. If we do that, and then we could connect one there like that. Okay, so how would that fit in? That would fit in okay, actually. If we had a little road like that running along the side, and then we could even do one the other side as well. There we go. Excellent. So then we could alternate that, have a connection that side, and a connection that side. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Very good. And we could you delete? No, let's leave that there like that. So there we go. That's going to give us a ton of power. I'm not quite sure what else that needs. Let's just turn this on. Operating normally. There we go. So all we need to do is connect up our power lines, which is good. So what's going to be the best way to run that across? I'll tell you what we'll probably do, actually. We've got power lines there, which aren't too far away. So let's add in some more... I wanted to get a couple of these in at the sides, because I think these look really nice. Oh, there we go. Perfect. This is looking like a real futuristic sort of area now, isn't it? And what we could do with this bit here is we could use our painter tool... and we could get some of this going in here. Let's pick that one there. And is that going to override? It is. Look, it's actually going to override. That actually works really well, doesn't it? If we go, let's have a look. Let's fill it in. See what that looks like. I may change this all back to gravel. Looks a bit bleak, doesn't it? Let's try this one instead, because that actually fits in well with the colour. We could make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks nicer, doesn't it? Less bleak, and we could even fill these bits in over here. Oh, it actually will go over what? Oh, these car park areas as well. Look at that. It almost looks like it's a sort of a sandy area, and it's doing what's on the side of the roads. That is interesting. I didn't know that could be so. Let's just go out to there like that. I didn't realise that would go over everything. Okay, that looks good. We've still got parking in there. Good, good. I'm liking the way this is looking. I'm thinking I do want a road coming out here. I'm not sure whether I do, because that traffic will come out, go back round here, so they can come in and out quite easily. I think we'll leave this as it is. Shall we join these two roads together? I think that would maybe finish that off nicely, without having them join. Yeah, there we go. That looks much better. Okay, what else could we add? We are going to need some buildings in here as well. So let's put in... what should we go for? I'm thinking offices would look nice. Let's see what pops up, and then we can choose what sort we want. Yeah, do you know what I'd like to do with this area here? Let's make this a district, first of all, which is going to be its own little district. Everything up to that roundabout, all the way around here, up to that road. And we're going to do something that's going to change how these buildings look. Let's just get that in a little bit there. There we go. So it's called the Cherry District at the moment. Again, another opportunity for a name, and let me know. And we're going to change this to... Let's have a look. Industrial, high-tech, industrial space planning. High-tech housing, that's not the one I'm looking for. Isn't there one that would change the way industrial buildings look? I don't know whether there is, actually. I think this is the high-tech one I was thinking of. This one here. Oh, that's going to be residential. Darn it. Because I would really like sci-fi looking industrial type buildings in there. Power usage, no, there isn't another one, is there? Oh, that's a shame. Let's have a look at what we've got. What does it put in here? See, that to me isn't really very officey, is it? These little ones here. I was hoping for some real cool high-tech looking office buildings, but not so much. Maybe. Let's have a look under our ploppable Rico stuff. See, we've got some of these cool things. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this. Let's get rid of this. There we go. And there and there. Yep, they're going to all disappear. So let's see what we've got in here. Got some nice cool big towers. I know some of these are going to be hugely over... Oh my goodness, look at that one. That one actually looks fantastic, but it's massive. That is not... Oh, this, something like that wouldn't be too bad. And that wouldn't be too bad. US Bank. Not necessarily the sort of thing that you'd think would be round a power. I mean, some of these sort of towers like this... We've got to have offices for the power workers that are working here. Let me have a look through, see what I can find. Okay, we've had a couple of different ones that we could drop in here, which I think look quite well. The Oracan building and the Drosovillis Prime Tower, which is good. We'll sort out the water and stuff afterwards. I quite like that one. In fact, I'm thinking of... Can I put one of those in the other side as well? I'm thinking two of those right next to each other adds a nice bit of height, and as you're coming in here over the bridge in the city, sort of get a glimpse through there of what's going on. Yeah, I think that looks really cool. I like the look of that. That one we just have one of those. I've also noticed we have the solo tower. Let's just put one of those there to have a look at. Again, I like that, and that seems to me to be the sort of tower. Let's have a look. Can we squeeze in? Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. One there, and then... Let's have a look. One there. I've got to press escape to get out of that. Won't let me do anything else. Am I missing a road here? I am. There's a road missing there, isn't there? Let's delete that. I knew something was not right. There we go. And then we can fit one either side of that, maybe. The same. Nah, it's not going to let me do it, is it? That road's slightly longer, isn't it? Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping I could mirror that over here. We could mirror it over this side. So let's see. That one would go two back there. I don't think that's going to fit in here, is it? This is our small road coming in. No. But actually, that doesn't look too bad, does it? I bet I could fit another couple down here. I like this building. I don't know what it is about this building. It looks like it's something that should be here. There we go. Let's click that and get rid of that. Click! That fits in really well. Looks really high-tech, doesn't it? Like lots of power workers working in there. I'm liking the look of that. And these ones, very shiny. reflecting all these tall buildings on this side which don't exist. Yes, well, we won't talk about that. I think that looks pretty good. So all that's left to do on here, at the moment, let's just delete these little tiny ones that have been popping up, is add a bit of detail. Yeah, and see how we go from there. Okay, I'm going to run a little test here. I want to try and find some buildings that I like that I can then use my ploppable tool to put into our new area. So I've set up 2 districts here. This one is going to have the international theme, and let's just rename that actually. International, so we know, because you know what my memory's like. There we go. And Chestnut Hills is going to have the European theme. European, there we go. Excellent. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up each of these with, let's have some high density commercial on the arms out here, like that. Then we're going to have some, I don't want residential, let's try some industry, sort of that much, and then we'll do offices for the rest of it. And then we're going to see what pops up and see what we like to be able to add to our new area. Right, let's take a look at what we've got over here. So this is the, I told you I'd forget, the international section over here. There's nothing too tall. Everything seems to be quite small buildings. I was expecting maybe some larger buildings to pop in. And there isn't really, is there? The European stuff looks nice, but it's not really the look we're going for. So there's nothing particularly that jumps out at me. Really. Maybe I'll keep this here for later if you want to grab anything and move it anywhere else. But I'm thinking this area, as it is at the moment, with these rather tall, imposing buildings around here, and this in the middle, lots and lots of trees, it's actually looking not too bad. I quite like the way this has turned out. It's solved our power problem, definitely for now. Plenty of electricity, 1,240, we're only using 231. The water's going okay. The only other thing I'm thinking of adding in here is some sort of transportation options, because at the moment, looking forward to the future, let me just show you what I want to do. Train... Let's find this. I found this amazing station here, the big train station. Let's put that down somewhere so we can see it. Let's just add another little road over here. I should have set this area up somewhere miles away for trying stuff out, but never mind, that's fine. Let's get the big train station. And this thing, I can fit it in here. Is it going to let me put it on? There we go. This thing looks fantastic. I'm loving the look of that. We've got roads over the top for getting in and out. And we've got, they're like underground train stations. We've got paths coming in. And look, we can see them running through under there. I think it's got, let's have a look at the tracks. We've got tracks at the top. Yeah, 1, 2, sort of double tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tracks that are coming in and out. And they're sort of hidden underground there, aren't they? How am I going to connect to those? That'll be interesting to find out. But anyway, I would like to put that as a main train station hub somewhere that can then feed all these different areas that we've got. And I need to really start thinking ahead and planning for that. Otherwise, we're going to be doing a lot of rebuilding stuff, which will be interesting, but could be a complete pain in the backside. So I'm thinking of putting some sort of train station in our different areas now, so we're ready for when that happens. So let's have a look at the small sort of stations we've got. Don't want the cargo terminals, just a small station like this. That's going to take up quite a bit of space actually. Right, completely changed my mind. We're going to go for a metro into here, and I think this one will fit in perfectly. Look at that. That is the perfect building to fit into there. That is the inner city metro, which is not operating at the moment, but that runs straight underground. So that would be perfect for this area here. And then, to be honest, they could come out there. They could easily walk to any of these buildings. They're not that far away. We do have some parking as well for people that are coming in. But that could be good. That could work out really well. Over here, what I wanted to do was just use these little tiny spots to add some parks in, because we don't actually have any in this area. I really like the way this looks. I think this is my favourite area so far, this one. We've got a couple of spots here that we could add some parks into. Nothing too big. What have we got here? Japanese gardens. Just sort of like a little playground or a park or something like that. That would fit in, wouldn't it? We've got a large playground. I know they need to go against roads. I'm just sort of testing the sizes. What else have we got in here? Amusement park entrance. No. 4x4 all-in-one park with some parking. That's a bit small. Don't think I want to start adding Nero's Palace in. Not really the look I'm going for this area. I think that's probably it. Let's quickly nip to the end here, see if there's anything else. Cat park? No. There we go. I think that fits in really well. Got a couple of plazas and parks around there. And just sort of filled in the gaps with the trees, really, to make it look a lot nicer. Yeah, that's looking really good. I like that. So, we're going to need some names for this district here and this district here. Let me know what you think about these as well. I quite like them. Nothing too complicated, but it fits in really well. And I'm going to continue searching for any little buildings that we can add into here as well, just to sort of get some small industry, I think, in some of these areas here. I might just have a look on the store and see if I can find some that fit in, because there's nothing that comes with the standard stuff that I think is really going to fit in well there. But definitely next episode we're going to be working on this huge train station, starting getting our transport lines set up and merged. We do have trains. Do we have a train line? Yeah, running through the middle here. So we can definitely come off of that and start adding some metros as well. And I'm sure some of you have noticed this. Let me just change this around. Where's my one-way street? We need this road to go in instead of coming out. There we go. And we need this roundabout then to go. Let's see. That's going both ways. Yeah, that's fine. Because, there we go. We'll have that going in now. I've just noticed this is the way out. So we need to have cars coming in here and then they're going to leave that side. Oh, I knew I'd get it in the end. Well, there we go. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, don't forget to leave a like and tune in a few days' time. Here we go, the cars are coming in now. Tune in a few days' time for the next episode, and I will see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.